Okay, here we go.
This team and Bungie in general is all about collaboration. Testers, designers, effects artists, animation, all these sources of input from everywhere coming together, and like that was magic for me.
I wonder what this one's going to be about.
The final shape, it felt a little like a love letter at times. We really thought about bringing that forward to the weapons. Like Kvastov, it's the first gun you get. Stuff. There has to be the narrative bookends of the first gun I got in the game. It's here in the Pale Heart. It's like this old friend returned. How do you make this thing really good and really powerful?
I think it looks pretty good. They're like Ricochet thing.
Not what it is. And that was really challenging. What we ended up deciding on is it is about your skill. Oh, it's all in the wrist. A little like it's gonna bounce several times down this line of guys. You're just really good at bouncing this bullet. It's fate almost.
This thing's dope.
Help! Yeah. And we pepper in the number 7 in as many places as we could. So it bounces 7 times. It's got a bunch of 7s in its stat. You get 7 bouncy bullets when you pick up an Orb of Power. Bungie has a long legacy of loving the number 7, and this felt like the right place for it. Cade has this iconic hand cannon that in a lot of ways has become a symbol. We took Ace of Spades and we went, where's the rest of the deck of cards? We had this really cool opportunity to theme all the Pale Heart weapons after different suits.
It has this two-tone
cool. It's like
feel to it. The opposite side of the gun is the inverse of that idea. They look freaking awesome. It also has like these fantasies of characters that have influenced Cade. These guns are part of his past.
We wanted something that you can't do with any of your other weapons, and we came up with, no hesitation, it shoots these harmonic bullets that if you're targeting an enemy, it'll hurt them and burn them, but if you're shooting an ally, it'll heal them.
I love this thing.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Oh, it doesn't look hit scan.
We had to build a lot of the language.
like tracks.
And with the new cool little Guardian health bars, you can see that. The healing
Guardian health
on it is very
no way.
strong. For a while, we were calling it the Just Don't Die gun. It has its own little energy bar.
Wait, does he have a new super?
And that energy bar is charged by any damage whatsoever.
It's a Warlock. It's Radiant, probably.
We know what we did.
Since you are returning to the Traveler, we wanted to focus on bringing new supers to the light subclasses.
Guardian health wise, like, it's such a small thing,
we
but it's so
wanted to
big.
plus up Radiance from Destiny 1 and have it be combat focused.
If you remember Radiance from D1, it has fire wings. We kind of ate that visual space with Dawnblade, where you've got these
The nade is
awesome
so cool.
flame wings. In a split second, if a player sees a character solar with wings, they're going to see that it's Dawnblade. We had to come up with something different.
Zach, our VFX
The
artist,
crown, isn't it?
came up with the idea of this halo around you, like a medieval painting.
Oh, okay, I know.
Twilight Arsenal is a one-off super that also creates these axes. Coming up with visuals for that axe, it was an interesting challenge. How do we want to root this in Destiny? We took a lot of inspiration from Titan's shield. What would it feel like if the axe was the shield broken up? And when you look at it side by side, you can definitely see that connection between the two.
Oh, that's sick. What the hell?
Storm's Edge. We wanted to call back to Arcblade
It's a cool
in
little
Destiny
detail.
1, throwing the dagger and zipping over there, blowing up stuff. How long do you have in the super?
Spin.
Initially, you had a long time. Yeah,
24 seconds. We did not earn any friends in those places.
no, people were pretty mad. But we toned it down, and now you only have 12 seconds, and it's a lot more reasonable.
We found a problem where when you grapple and then you cast Blink Dagger out of it, I fall to the floor. Right? Whereas if I'm in midair and I blink dagger, I should be held in midair, right? And it sucks. So I want to fix it.
It's the things like the camera shake, the way the rumble spikes and then falls back off. We need all of our abilities to feel awesome.
We want to make it so that the controller melts away.
They always
you
do.
Stop thinking about what do I have to do, and instead you just inhabit your character and you don't have to think about it. The game just plays.
The great thing about Prismatic was every playtest we did, the feedback got better and better. We have gone back and forth on what starter builds that players will get in Mission 1,
Okay, we're gonna start the Titans with Stringer's Lash, their strand aspect, and Knockout. One of the notes we got is players just weren't understanding how those two things comboed in a loop. Well, we're gonna drop Stringer's Lash, and instead we're gonna put in Diamond Lance. Now, any ability kill is making your Diamond Lance. Your Knockout punch, hey, that makes a Diamond Lance. You throw your Diamond Lance at the floor, everything's frozen, now you can punch stuff again and get amplified with Knockout. Once we made that switch, all of a sudden it clicked in players' heads. This loop becomes a lot more clear,
Okay,
and
so
players
it's like
were much more
curated
satisfied with
stuff.
their starter loadouts.
And then over the
At
campaign,
the
I
end
guess
of the day,
we
like,
unlock
the
it.
chaos is the point.
Yeah. If you aren't surprised and delighted in a way that you didn't expect, like,
Yeah.
That's a lot better
This
than
strike
like
is probably one of the
locking
coolest
the
strikes
subclass
that
like in Lone Four
we've ever released.
until the
I
end.
started my Destiny journey playing strikes. I really wanted to push the expectations of what a strike could potentially be. This strike, it's sort of a memory out of the Witness's history of its race and what its buildings
Ooh.
may have looked like in the past. A lot of the inspiration comes from 30s pulp novels, adventure flicks, uncovering
I thought that
ancient,
when they showed it
hidden
before.
cities that have not seen a living soul in eons.
Yeah, it looked like a positive, more
And then
like a more
subsequently
positive
destroying those
version
cities
of
moments later.
like the pyramid ship because all the grass is there.
Imagine you're in a narrow hallway. You need to escape it. Lava is descending.
Bruh.
Obstacle is coming out of the walls.
It's like the gauntlet
You made this
from
slide
Leviathan.
towards the closing door, and
But like a twisted version of
you're
it.
dead. The door just closed right in front of your face, so
That happens a lot.
I have 7 Gilded Conqueror titles. I want this strike to
Okay,
be
gamer.
the hardest strike we ever made. I want people to scream and cry over this strike
Oh no.
and just say, how do I complete this strike on Grandmaster difficulty? And I'll be like, yes.
Okay.
That's kind of one of the fun parts about making a strike. There's so much freedom and creativity to do wild things, and then testing that. It's just a lot of fun, that back and forth.
Wait, is that the inside of Riven?
We have a very tight relationship
that's
with
him
Test
now.
as designers,
A throw,
and I
guess.
couldn't do anything I do gameplay-wise without Test there at my side. But as soon as I can get fresh eyes on it, I think that's where it really comes in.
We ran a lot of play tests, and every time I would invite people, I'm like, this is final play test, but it's never final. We just can't stop.
It's really not just one department creating something special. When you see all those things combined in the iteration and the back and forth, and when you get to this end result where it just feels like it couldn't be any other way, we hit on something amazing here.
I'm so excited, bro. It's so close.